everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to Memorial May. This month, every single day, we are driving around the area where I live of Melbourne, Florida, looking for historical markers and learning about them together. And today I am up in the Cocoa Beach / Canaveral area. I am here for the Carter Fuller Mound. I know that this is a site where some of the indigenous people were burying their own, and I'm here to see what's on the site today and then also learn about it. So let's go check this place out. I love a native burial ground a lot.
Hey guys! In today's adventure, we are in Cape Canaveral, Florida, north of Cocoa Beach, looking for a specific historical marker called the Carter Fuller Mound Complex. It's right on the waterfront at the end of the street in this tiny public access called Center Street Park. This is Cape Canaveral's first historical marker, but there's not really a lot of information that I could find out about it online or the history behind it, so I'm afraid this video is going to be pretty light on the details. However, there are dozens of manatees swimming out here in the lagoon today, so we're just going to stop and watch them after we finish talking about the historical marker in just a few minutes. Before the modern construction that you see has built up at this site today, there was once a complex of 6 burial mounds on this location. These mounds were originally built by the ancestors of the prehistoric indigenous native Ace Indians that we have talked about so many times before on this channel. The Ace occupied the Cape Canaveral area around the time of European contact in the 1500s. The age of the mounds in this complex is dated from around 600 BCE up until the 16th century, based on pottery styles and the presence of European materials discovered here. In 1933, under the direction of the Smithsonian Institute's Bureau of Ethnology at the Peabody Museum, Dr. George Woodbury initiated a series of archaeological investigations into several American Indian mound sites in this area. With the help of local laborers provided by the New Deal Civil Works Administration, excavations on this property, which at the time belonged to the Carter and Fuller families, revealed the remains of more than 100 human individuals that included men, women, and children. The oldest identified mound in the complex contained a central burial pit containing the disarticulated remains of an estimated 20 individuals. 2 intact burials were discovered near the opening of a pit. The remains of another 89 individuals, including those of 12 children, were recovered from one of the more recent mounds. Unlike in the older mounds, all of these skeletons were buried intact and were arranged in a circular pattern with their heads pointing towards the apex of the mounds. The diversity of these burial patterns indicated that this community experienced a significant cultural shift over the centuries that they resided in Cape Canaveral. Along with the bodies, dozens of ornamental and utilitarian artifacts made of bone, shell, and stone were discovered. Many of these artifacts are housed at the National Museum of History in Washington, D.C., and at the Peabody Museum in Massachusetts. Well, I'm afraid that's it. That's all I could find out online about this site and why there's a historical marker here today. But for the next few minutes, I want to take you over here to the water and show you these beautiful manatees. Let's just sit and watch them for a little bit, shall we?
was not expecting all the manatees. I have been here for a very long time watching them. Probably filmed way more footage than anybody wants to see. I think they might be a lot easier to see with your human eye than on the camera. But there's just dozens of them here coming up for air, and I love the little like guppy puppy noises they make when they're slurping for air right through the surface of the water. It's awesome. Anyway, this is a historical marker, but of course there's not much left of the actual mounds, but it is interesting to see that the remains that they have found have gone on to be in such prestigious museums. That's nice to know, but as far as the mound complex, I'm not sure I really even understand where it is. I don't know if I'm parked on it or if it used to be here or if we're supposed to see it across the water. I didn't really understand from the marker, but I was so distracted by the manatees. I'm gonna have to go home and learn about this one on my own. I read the marker and all I could think about was the cute sounds the manatees are making, like literally right behind me. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're enjoying this series of Memorial May. We've got lots more videos coming up, and I will see you another day at another memorial marker. Bye, everybody.